Folks, CES 2024 is underway. Day one is almost done. We are in the Covestro suite, and we're talking to some nice people from Hellbender. And you might be wondering, what does Hellbender do?
We're a product design company, mostly focused on perception systems. So devices that use AI and classic computer vision and do all that processing in electronics, like on the edge at the point of capture. That's what we make.
I am so psyched. So I got to tell you, some of the things that I've seen you do are out there, like really, really cool. And the really nice thing that we have here today, Nico, is we have the simulation that is running that I'm going to ask Adela about. And please tell us what this thing is doing.
This is running 3 different CM4 combinations with no heatsink, a Covestro polycarbonate heatsink, and an aluminum heatsink. And we're running them all in parallel with the same exact settings just to try to compare and contrast the performance.
All right, so the Covestro material that we're using is actually a thermally conductive polycarbonate that is taking the place of a heatsink. And what we're trying to do is to try to keep the chip from frying. It's a very technical term, right? How does it behave? How does it perform? What do you think?
Pretty well. Right now on the screen, we have actually all 4 cores running at the same time just to sort of push it to the limit. And without a heatsink, obviously it throttles back. With the heatsink, even between the Covestro polycarb and the aluminum, it's pretty comparable, I would say.
And that is the aha moment for me because I'm not an engineer. And when I first saw this, I was like, okay, now I believe. Now, Brian, where can we possibly use this type of technology, you think? I mean, in other types of applications, very generically.
Very generically. So in this case, by being able to use a thermally conductive polycarbonate, this can dramatically lower the assembly cost and the end item cost, like of a product. There's situations where you don't want to use metal because you want to be RF transparent. You want to be able to use Wi-Fi. You want Bluetooth connectivity. Then the PC heatsink is going to be a great option because now we can use this as a part of our overall enclosure design. And then, we don't need to use a separate antenna. That's typically you would tape them around. You would put them on, on a secondary plastic part of your shell. Now the entire device can be made out of polycarbonate, and then it's a better look, fit, and finish. A lot more texture can be applied. That,
I feel, is where we may get some interest from some other players that are here at CES. In fact, stay tuned. Surprise, surprise. We may actually have somebody who makes these kinds of chips give us their opinion on this. So thank you so much. More information about this thermally conductive polycarbonate can be found in our Solution Center, solutions.covestro.com.